All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the 147-pound division where Kell Brook makes an admission about the Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford fight. Definitely going to be an interesting conversation to have. Let's do that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division, where we are most definitely going to be chopping it up again about the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight, which comes up in about 3 weeks. And we are doing and talking everything Errol, Terence on this channel for a little while. Not everything. We're going to do the other videos and do all that stuff too. We'll talk about a little Devin Haney here. We'll talk about Gervonta Davis, talk about Jermell, talk about Canelo and Dillian White and Anthony Joshua fighting and all the other really, really good things going on in the sport of boxing. But the real 800-pound gorilla in the room is the Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford fight. And I can't tell you, man, how much I am excited about this fight. Listen to another interview yesterday. We're on a panel where Kell Brook was on the panel, Sean Porter was on the panel, Breadman Edwards was on the panel, and Virgil Hunter was on the panel as well. And they were breaking down the Errol Terence Crawford fight. And one of the things that people have been saying about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. was addressed by Kell Brook. And Kell Brook has made his prediction for the fights before, and we'll get into that as well. But I thought when he talked about how strong the fighters are, that this was kind of an important thing because people have been making the argument that Terence Crawford is going to muscle Errol Spence around. He's going to grab him. He's not going to be able to move. All that kind of stuff, right? The incredible strength that Terence Crawford has from the ground up, right? That was what Virgil Hunter had said and other people had said. But before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody that supports and the super thanks of videos like this. It really is a great way to sponsor the content creators that you like. And if you don't do it for me, every once in a while, do it for somebody else. I do, because hey man, it's not an easy job to do all of these, to put this content out, and you should encourage it if you feel like doing so. However, let's get into this. Kell Brook says, who's stronger between the two fighters? He says it's Errol Spence Jr. that is the stronger fighter, not Terence Crawford. Errol Spence Jr., who is he said he's the bigger man, he is the stronger man. And when describing the punching power of Errol Spence Jr., Virgil Hunter, who I didn't say this in the last one, had described Terence Crawford's punching power as a whip with snap at the end, and said when punches from Terence Crawford are landing, it's kind of like a towel. Like if you hit somebody with a towel, right, and you just hit them with the towel, it's not going to hurt. However, if you snap that towel at the end, you're going to say, oh, ouch. And so the question is, how many of those towel snaps are you going to be able to take? Where Errol Spence Jr.'s punching power, this is coming from other people, not Virgil Hunter, is more of a thud, more of a boom, boom, boom. Now, I am going to get called biased for this, and I know I am. I get called biased every time I ever say anything, so from one side or the other. So whatever with it. However, let me tell you the difference between getting hit with a snapped towel and somebody hitting you with a thud like a mallet. If you can hit me a whole bunch of times with that towel, whip, pop, 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 I will not like it. Little red marks will show up. It will sting. It will hurt without a doubt. However, if you hit me with a mallet, little rubber hammer, thudding. Eventually, it's going to break something, or it will cause you to go unconscious, even if you see it coming. So that is the difference. So if I had to say, okay, you interpret what they say, who has the more power and who is stronger, the combination of it would point to Errol Spence Jr. Now, Virgil Hunter, that is not to say though, and I want to introduce this into this equation. And I hope people listen to me and do not just assume that I'm saying this to favor one person or another, because I really do look at it right down the middle. I'm not gonna lie, man. I like Errol Spence Jr. I met him as a person. I think he's a good dude. Hey, man, I think I like him. I hope he wins the fight. I can't guarantee you that he will. I'm telling you that I think he will win the fight. But the fact that I say I think he will win the fight, that's based off what I'm seeing. I don't know for sure if he will, because I'm not blind to what's going on with Terence Crawford. So do not get me wrong. Terence Crawford has a more than enough power to hurt somebody, more than enough power, more than enough skill to cause problems for somebody. And however, if you're looking at it from a punch output, from the point of an punch output, Errol is likely to thud you more than Terence Crawford is likely to hit you with that towel. Now, as far as the punching conversation goes, though, to be truthful, it really matters what your chin can take. So if Terence Crawford has a granite chin, let's say he has the chin of Terence Crawford has a chin of a marvelous Marvin Hagler, right? He has a good chin. And Errol Spence Jr. has the chin of Amir Khan. Well, you know, if Amir Khan punches a little harder, it ain't gonna mean as much as a slightly less hard punching Marvelous Marvin Hagler hitting him on that chin. See what I mean? So it's really not necessarily about who hits harder. It's who hits harder, who hits more often, and how much punch resistance does a person have to the punches that are coming in. That's how I see it. And you won't get that answer. You won't get that answer until the fight takes place. One example of that is Deontay Wilder clearly punches a lot harder than Tyson Fury does. But Tyson Fury has greater punch resistance for whatever reason, and I have serious suspicions about it, than Deontay Wilder does. However, and see, that's how you see it play out. Also, Tyson Fury is able to hit Deontay Wilder a lot more often than Deontay Wilder's able to hit him. So at the end of the day, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that dynamic plays out. One other thing that I wanted to say with Virgil Hunter that he said in this interview is he talked about Amir Khan. And he said, look, man, Amir Khan was definitely washed when Terence Crawford fought him. Definitely washed. He said that the Canelo Alvarez fight ruined him. Now, he got in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez knocked him senseless and said, look, man, he was never the same again. And then he got in with Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford beat him. His whole job in that fight was just to see if he could get Amir Khan through the fight. So as far as conversations about resume and conversations about you fighting dogs and these knockouts, you can take that one. You can take that one for sure, right on up off that table, because but I don't think anybody really was celebrating that. But that was definitely an example of a major, major, major cherry pick by Terence Crawford. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.